Hello Pisces, welcome in. Welcome to my channel, Winged Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading, specifically looking at Piscean energy for the month of April 2025. So, awesome. Overall energy. Let's look at what's hidden. What's hidden from Pisces that would be helpful? Can you hear all those dogs over my birds? There's a dog howling and another dog barking. Someone's sorrowful, crying, upset. What's hidden? I think what's hidden from you, other than the messages that I'll share, is that there's someone like crying over you. Wow. That was dramatic. Okay. Pisces. 6 cards came out in the overall energy. We've got Knight of Swords, 6 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, King of Cups reverse, King of Swords upright, 3 of Wands in reverse. All right, let's take a look, see. Someone's coming in. It's a fast message. Practically aggressive. Look at this is after tarot, and it just seems like this person is coming in determined to. Oh, this feels so aggressive. Doesn't feel like this person has really thought things through. They kind of like got a wild hair. 6 of Swords feels like you've already moved to calmer shores. Two of Pentacles, this person is juggling. There's these people who just got off a boat, and it feels like this person is trying to convince them of trying to separate them from their finances, play them, juggle them, take advantage of their situation. So it feels like you feel like you're in the 6 of Swords energy. There's someone coming in quickly, hot-headed, but it feels like it's after you've moved on. You know what's interesting is in the 6 of Swords, they're in this boat, moving to calmer waters. They've come to the other side of the shoreline, and then 2 of Pentacles. So here's a boat, people coming off the boat, and there's a 2 of Pentacles person there, someone trying to juggle them. Feels like you've been trying to move on from whoever this Knight of Swords is, and someone who juggles people. It feels like it's a King of Cups in reverse. Someone emotionally immature, someone who hasn't really... The birds are so loud. The dogs are loud, baying and barking, and the birds are really loud. Like this person that I'm describing is a King of Cups in reverse, someone emotionally immature, someone who has not met themselves in a deep and profound way. They're really sounds like one of my birds is kind of harassing one of the other birds. And it feels like that's what I'm tuned into here. It feels like you're trying to escape, leave this person behind. It feels like you are embodying King of Swords energy. Discerning a need to cut off what does not work, who, what. Three of Wands in reverse. It feels like there's a, well, Temperance. There's a need to find balance, to heal the emotions around whatever this is. You might be, Pisces, you might be balancing things out on the go as you're healing your nervous system from whoever this is. There's a need to cut this person out, it feels like. Wow. Three of Wands in reverse. This person doesn't want you to move on from them, to make moves. This is an emotionally immature person. Very immature, unapologetic. There's something about they're trying to come in and affect your life, to juggle you. I get the feeling you are wanting to heal from this person's energy, wanting to move on to calmer grounds, wanting to heal. What does Pisces need to know about this energy? What would be the most helpful? Who is the Knight of Swords to this person? Who's the King of Cups? It feels like this person emptied out a cup that you gave them, didn't perceive that it's enough, something like that. Didn't see the value in the love that you offered or emotions that you offered. But there's something about you now. I'm hearing, how do you like me now? You're very attractive. Very attractive. Charismatic. You're being yourself. In tarot, the original tarot, the Queen of Wands has a black cat in front of her. In the times that tarot was created, black cats were seen as bad luck. Evil, bad, something like that. But with the Queen of Wands doesn't care what others think. So she's with her black cat. She's confident in who she is, and that's very attractive. Not afraid to hide who she is, the full aspect of who she is. This is someone who learns as she goes. She's not afraid to make mistakes. Goes after what she desires, and it's very attractive energy. So whoever this is, it feels like you've been trying to move away from this energy. Six of Swords, move on, move away, and they come, they keep coming back in. There's a need to cut them out because it doesn't look like this person's interests are caring for you and what's best for you. They just want what they want. Yeah, this is just a very emotionally immature person. At some point, it feels like they might have left the connection, or while you're in a connection with this person, it feels like they're distant. They've departed. But now that you're in this Queen of Wands energy, they want to come back. What does Pisces need to know? What would be helpful for Pisces to know about this overall energy? Nine of Swords, Five of Cups. Nine of Swords is being stuck in a comfort zone, being in so much pain, so much fear, staying stuck, afraid to make a change because there's some type of comfort zone. It's not painful enough that this person's willing to do something about where they're at. When I've been in this Nine of Swords energy, it felt like every direction I looked at, it was scary, too hard, too difficult, but I was freaking miserable. And then the next day, same thing. The next day, same thing. It's like a Groundhog's Day of stuck. Definitely afraid that whatever beliefs I had were keeping me limited. Five of Cups is grief and sorrow, loss, being very stuck in that grief and sorrow. Feels like you have experienced, Pisces, facing your fears, getting out of a comfort zone, and it feels like you have definitely experienced your own grief and sorrow. I can't tell if you're in that stuck energy, if you're stuck in a comfort zone with this person still, kind of an endless sorrow, repeating, or if this is the other person in this reading. It feels like this other person makes you feel stuck. I think this other person wants you stuck, wants you feeling that you can't survive without them. Yeah, King of Swords, again, coming up. There's a need to make some decisions, act on those decisions, maybe cut off people who don't care for you, don't know how to care for you in a way that you receive it, or hot and cold. There's this hot and cold energy. Does this person come in hot, blazing with just wild ideas, wild beliefs? It feels like very aggressive. It feels like then you move away from this energy, and when you try to move away from their energy, they show up in Two of Pentacles, trying to juggle you, trying to make it all right, trying to make, they're not apologetic at all or caring. They're just trying to control you, control your perspective, diminish. You didn't see that. That didn't happen that way. That never happened that way. And if it did, it's still okay. Like this person, you can't win, you can't convince them because this person lacks the emotional maturity of someone who wants to not hurt you. So they want you, someone who's emotionally mature in a relationship does not want you to hurt. And so if they are the cause of the hurt, they want to understand what's going on so they can change and accommodate and grow and learn about themselves. And communication creates more connection, more understanding. This person just wants you to stop complaining. I don't know if this person knows how to care for another other than controlling, diminishing. They won't be held accountable for their behavior at all. There's a need to step into head over heart, making decisions for yourself and heal. Aquarian energy. A need to heal from this. Go after your North Node, your North Star. I feel that I'm talking to someone who's a very healing person, maybe even a healer. And this person benefits from you staying in a limited position. And there's a lot of coercion and control and manipulation here. I don't perceive that this is love. All right. In what's hidden, Pisces, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, and Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune is good luck, good karma. What you put out, you receive back, and it looks like you've been putting out a lot of really wonderful energy. It looks like a lot of you are wanting something new, taking a leap of faith, using this positive energy to propel you in a new direction, a new path. It looks like, Pisces, there's some of you that have a picture, a limiting belief that you can't start over again. And what I'm getting is that if this has been resonating, there's a need to have a beginner's mindset, to be willing to reconnect the dots in a different way, to have a beginner's mindset. You don't have to know everything. It's okay to relearn. So it's okay to start over. I think what I'm getting off of what's hidden is I've had people in personal one-on-one readings who are very skilled, very adept at what they do. And so they feel like their ego feels like they need everyone to perceive them in that light. I'm pretty skilled at what I do, but I also embody a lot of Page of Pentacles energy, reconnecting the dots in a new way, a beginner's mindset. I love being a student of life and being a beginner at things. And I also like mastering activities. And it's interesting in different environments, being perceived differently, being perceived as someone who's incapable, can't do this, because I'm a beginner at something. And being okay with that perception, not having to control how others see you, feels like would be very helpful. It's okay to have a beginner's mindset. It helps fuel and your aspects of you where you have mastery. All right. What else is hidden from Pisces that would be helpful? Page of Swords reverse, Ten of Cups. Page of Swords reverse is someone, I'm hearing nasty messages. This feels like the same person that we've been describing, same type of energy, someone who's very immature. They've got nothing nice to say. Ten of Cups feels like you're choosing to be happy. Ten of Cups, The people in the Ten of Cups are in this reality. They're in this world. They have gone through all the cups of the tarot. They've experienced the highs of emotions and the lows of emotions. And they're choosing to be happy. So it isn't that these people are blissfully happy because they haven't had difficult experiences and wounds and traumas. These people are happy and choosing to be happy despite what they've gone through. And it looks like by you in this Wheel of Fortune energy and Fool, creating a new leap of faith in a different direction away from this type of energy, choosing to be happy. And it feels like there are people who are upset that that you can, that you are making these decisions. King of Swords, Star card, going after your North Node, after your North Star. And by you choosing to be you, going in a different direction, choosing to be happy, it feels like you're cutting this person out, maybe for some of you. And you're looking very attractive. I think this person wants you to stay stuck in believing that this is the best you can do. And that's not even close to the truth. And I think that's why they're working so hard to juggle you, to try to diminish you, to try to control how you see yourself. This is someone who, this person feels like they constantly are trying to nag you, negative nagging, trying to take you, swipe your leg, Cobra Kai. This isn't a friend. This isn't someone who cares about you and wants your success. It looks like you are moving towards success, and that just, they don't want you happy. They want you stuck and diminished and in a, yeah, it's yeah, they want you enmeshed. No healthy boundaries. This person doesn't want you to be independent and go after what you want. They want you enmeshed. I think you recognize with 10 of Pentacles in reverse that this person is not your happily ever after. And there's this new Ace of Wands energy coming in, this new spark, this new desire. It feels like you're following your passions, your desires. And your passion, your excitement, following your highest excitement. Something new. It feels like some of you might, in the month of April, be getting some energy back too. We're coming out of a season of retrogrades, pretty much in every planet retrogrades since November. And so you might be getting that spring in your step, Pisces. And it feels like your spring in your step is taking you away from whoever this is, even though there's emotional attachments. All right, outcome and advice. Ooh, Temperance again and Magician reverse. It feels like you are really able to embody in April this temperate energy, being very patient. Very patient, alchemizing, changing what you don't like into something you prefer. And it looks like freedom, peace, what you're creating. There is a lot of patience required for this. Slow going, especially because this person, it feels like every time you pull away, try to move on, move away, they come back in. So taking patience as you shift your energy, as you find balance in your own emotions. This person, definitely Magician reverse. They're trying to block you from creating the version of you you prefer. They're trying to control you, your life, how you perceive yourself. And so there's a need to temper that, alchemize that energy, alchemize those beliefs. And shift your limiting beliefs to beliefs like nobody can create with my energy. Might be a good mantra. My energy is my energy. Nobody can create with my energy. I create the version of myself I prefer. I validate myself. I validate my perspective. I validate my emotions. This person definitely creates a lot of nervous energy. They feel aggressive if you disagree with their perspective. It feels like you're not allowed to have your own perspective of yourself, of life. Yes, this person wants you dependent, Four of Pentacles, and clinging on, thinking this is the best you can get. Again, the Wheel of Fortune. Second time the wheel has come up in this reading, Pisces. You're in a season of blessings. Feels like flow state. You could really take advantage of this energy. The fog of confusion has been clearing around this person who's created a false reality. Feels like they deny your reality, deny your emotions. That didn't happen. If it did, it wasn't that bad, and you shouldn't feel that. It doesn't matter what you bring to this person. They just want control, and they just invalidate chronically your perspective until you acquiesce. It feels like they do this. This isn't a one-off. This feels like at this point the chronic way they show up is their personality. So it looks like you are finding balance in this, patience to shift your energy and ride this Wheel of Fortune luck into a new direction with the Fool card. That beginner's mindset would be helpful. All right, Pisces, have a great April. Take care.